Good morning, everyone. Welcome to me trying to clean... Okay, I need to clean the inside of my windshield. It has been determined. We are out at Rocky Mountain Arsenal. We had a trip to the airport this morning. Drop off my partner. Bonnie's going out of town for a few days. And although I've had a few difficult weekends at home, if you're on Patreon, you'll learn more about that if you're interested. I don't think that's going to make it into public release of that stuff, but it's nothing bad. It was just like physically and mentally exhausted going through the recording setup that's at home and rebuilding it, regardless of anything. I was not planning on coming out or doing anything really related to wildlife, but for sure, since I was out at 7 a.m., for the airport, I figured might as well stop by Rocky Mountain Arsenal and do some photos, at least for a little bit. Something we have, especially here, that should be the best option. How about that? Does that make it a little bit better to see? Maybe. I might have to put a stronger one on. I got these little magnetic clip-on ND filters for the DJI, because well, it was really bad when there's too much light outside the car and doing that, so I figured that would be something I could do. Anyway, if you're on Patreon, you just watch me drive here and eat breakfast. If you're not, we're going to do some wildlife photography today. I don't think I'm going to do the full drive like I did the last time I was here, but it's something. Lemons out of lemonade, right? I already had to get up early and leave and drive to the airport, which this is 20 minutes away from. I might as well at least spend a little bit of time, even though I'm kind of exhausted, even though I'm very tired, at least do a little bit of wildlife photography while I'm out. So I'm going to do just that. We're driving through. We're going to get onto the main trail here. I don't think I'm going to go all the way through, but I think at the very least I'm going to try to find... Which way is it? I think it's straight, isn't it? That's the archery. And that is something else. I don't see anyone. Learning center and things. And this would be the wildlife drive. Yes, we're not listening to that. I'm not doing that today. But I am just going to go out. There's a spot right along it where it was a great spot to stop and take pictures on the water. And I imagine there will probably be some waterfowl. We're here in spring. It is March the... What's today, the 17th? Maybe? Something like that. So, that's what we're doing. I think I can stop talking and filling the air. I need to find a spot to stop and get out and get all the camera stuff in the back and set that up. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of I might get out of the car and walk a little, but I don't expect to do too much. Is it right here, maybe? There definitely is a spot I could stop right there, but... I think it's this lake. I think it might be right here. There's definitely parking on the side, so that's where we're going to stop. And I think we'll walk over there, and that's where we will start today. But mostly from the car. I might get out and do some pictures, and that'll be what we do today. It should be good. Yeah. Parking right here. Geese in the field right next to me. Cool. Yeah, let's have a nice, quiet, wildlife morning. Look at the birds, take some pictures. I'll include pictures in this just because I don't expect to do the whole gear up here. I'm not going to put the camera on and go walking or wear it while I'm here, and I don't expect to just sit here and record this the whole time. So if that's directly on there, I'm going to test this real quick. Bear with me for a moment. It's got the ND8 on there. Let's jump up to the 32. I also have a 64, but this is the first time I'm really testing it. So without it, it is what it is. Whoop, they just magnetized together. So what if I do a 32? Yeah, I mean, you can't see directly, but you can see back there. That makes sense. Plus the windows are tinted there, but not the driver's side window. Mostly, I didn't think I was going to be able to get too much out of there with that, but 64... Yeah, it's better. It's definitely darker for me. Maybe not the best idea for that thing, but it gives us options, right? I've also dropped it. Dang it. I wish these could stay on. I would really like to just pop one on and leave it, but it won't fit in the case if I do that, and I like that protective case. It definitely gives me peace of mind that I'm not going to damage it in some way. So I got to pick that up when I get out of here. I also have ordered, just so you know, because you'll be seeing it in the coming weeks when it does arrive, I ordered a secondhand grip for this. Mike's over here, sorry. I ordered I finally bit the bullet on it because I was debating about whether or not I was ever going to do that, because it was kind of annoying that you have to buy them separately, but I bought an additional grip that allows for wireless. So although this is a good system here for when I'm in the car, I'll just have like a wireless mic on me that is connected directly to this. I just have to buy the wireless little mic pack and the handle separately, and typically that's like almost... What are they, brand new? They're like over 150, I think, for the two of them or something like that. I bought them used. I got them off eBay. They're shipping from China. It is what it is. It was the cheapest, most economical way. That is the word that we've chosen to use today. Wrap this up. Let's go take a look at some wildlife. We're going to have photos for today. I didn't bring the camera or anything, but I mean, I didn't bring the video, but we have the photos. I've already said all this. Wildlife. There we go. That was nice. Just the first stop at the first lake, and it did remind me. I guess I'll just be doing this throughout. Can't keep you guys there. The last time we made it out, it didn't make it into a video. It was discovered basically after the edit was done, when I was doing the like identification process of the birds. I need to remember to take my hat as well when I step outside the car. But the I also went, oh, you know what I need to keep in the car is, okay, so that could have been a canvas back that I just saw. It definitely had a red head, but it reminded me what I started saying here. The last time we went out and were bird watching at the park back in Boulder, and I was doing video, I was just getting video of stuff, and then it was after the fact when I was editing and I was doing something for Patreon that we do is I sit there with the book and I actually go through it and I try to identify all the birds that we've seen, and we kind of learn together. And I'm not seeing, where are you in this version? I got my old version of the book, the American Widgeon. That's a new one. I had somehow never seen an American widgeon, despite the fact that they seem to be all over and fairly common. Looking at the map and what I've read about them, I had never seen the American widgeon before. But I saw it. I saw it last 2 weeks ago, or whenever we made out. I think we came out 2 weeks ago, and we saw it then. And I put it in the video, and I definitely put that there. I mean, I didn't put it in the video, but it was in the video. So we saw something new, and I'm addressing it now for the public audience. People on Patreon will have already seen it and know about it. But yeah, we definitely did. And that one that I was just taking a picture of was not coming out super good because of the lighting. But it definitely had a red head, so it could have been a green-winged teal. The female version, nope, that's the male version, has a red head. The widgeon doesn't really, or it could have been a ruddy, I think I just saw. But anyway, yeah, I'm keeping my other book in the car. That should be very useful when it comes to doing this, because I'll be able to more quickly identify. Anyway, let's, I'm going to drive a little bit and go to the next spot and take some pictures. Yeah. I guess there's no reason not to be doing this and recording, right? Not really. Let's see if we can get a better look at that same duck. As long as this guy's stopped, I can stop. Bunch of stuff out there, but at this angle with this much sunlight, it's really hard to tell what they are. There's some things with a fair amount of white to them. What are you? You're just mallards? They've got their head tucked down too. They're sleeping. so it's not easy to tell. This is why I usually don't try to identify out in the field. It's usually more of like, we'll do it back at home when we have the photos. I don't remember it being like that. It seems like it's almost toward out. I don't have a good way for you to see. That's why I guess I didn't think about just recording the whole time the last time I was here. Hello, dear. You don't have a good way to see out that side unless I flip the camera around, which I'm not set up to do currently. We don't have a good way to really show you much besides right out the front, and windshield's kind of dirty today. But let's see. Boardwalk area kind of up there, something. There was another spot, if I remember, that I specifically like mentally made a note of as we were coming in. I think it was before it goes into the one-way wildlife drive. Any big raptors in the trees, maybe? Listen to the sound. I don't know if you can hear that. That's right, it said prescribed burns. That's what they're doing. It said through the 18th when I was looking to see if they were actually closed today. That's what it looks. That's what. It's really hard to tell when the sun's so very, very bright. Area is closed beyond this point. There's some more deer right there. What I'm looking for, I think, the next place I want to stop was that one where I remember the guy parked across from it and had walked over, and there was a kind of a, I don't want to call it a dock, but there definitely was a viewing area of the lake, and I felt like that was a good place to get some photos. More deer over there. Lots of deer out, for sure. Some gulls over the water there. Yeah, this was it. This is where everybody's coming to as well. Oh well. Yeah, look at that. There's a big raptor right there. Yep, we're gonna go walk over there and join the person taking pictures. The two people who will probably be taking pictures, because I just see this guy grabbing his note. He's got a spotting scope. But that's fine, we'll park down here. Okay, I'm gonna walk over there. I'll leave this camera stuff here because there's people, and you know, I'm being polite. I'm gonna go take pictures at that water though. We'll see what I see. Yep, there we go. Okay. Nothing else, really. Okay, so from that spot, there wasn't too much. Just going to go along, down. It's a good spot, though. Fair amount of people here. Some with spotting scopes, some with cameras, some with binoculars. I wouldn't mind. The spotting scope kind of is a lot for that, but I really wouldn't mind having a decent pair of binoculars. I have a little beady one, and then I have some old ones that I just got from Walmart that I actually mean to keep in the car for something, but I would like a nice, decent pair, a good quality pair of binoculars at some point. What did we just see? We definitely just saw a deer getting a drink at the water, which was kind of cool. There was another gentleman who came up with his was more like a big camera like mine, bigger, but he was unhappy that he missed the deer at the water. Just missed it by a minute or so. I did get a picture of that where it was getting a drink. It's plain there. So I took some pictures of the gulls, looked around, didn't see a whole lot. He was talking, there was a very large bird right as soon as I was like getting out of the car that took off, that the lady who was there was talking about, but I didn't hear them I didn't overhear them say what it was. The guy who was there was like, oh, it's been here all winter, and then today it's not. So I don't know what it was he was looking for in that regards, but some kind of large bird of prey, maybe an eagle. It was quite big, whatever it was. So yeah, there was that, but then I walked back to the car after I spent a few minutes over there, and by the car, right there in front of the trees, like I was saying, I definitely saw a nuthatch. I don't know which kind, but that was very clear. Some starlings, and I was looking for a woodpecker. I didn't see a chickadee. That was nice. Just little, little things here or there. I don't expect to get too many new. I mean, it's certainly possible. God, what was it, a month ago now at this point? I'd gone out. I was doing this is public. I was doing a Patreon video. One of the exclusives that we started since the beginning of the year is me just driving to places when I have somewhere to drive that's not my home. So I was driving to Home Depot because I wanted to buy plant stuff. I'm trying to do plant things at home, not just bonsai, but house plants. And I wanted to go pick up some things for the house plants or see what they had. And so I just went to a local park and then was driving to the Home Depot. And as I'm getting ready to leave, bright blue mountain bluebird. I've been trying to get a picture of a mountain bluebird, a good, nice photo for some time now, or video. Just hasn't happened yet, but hopefully at some point. Hopefully it will. I don't know if we'd see them out here, but it's certainly possible. Anything's possible. And there's lots of birds. It's a good area to come for that, so I'm going to go a little further. I don't know how long before it becomes the one way, because I don't really want to go all the way down through that. I just want to get to a point where I can trailhead parking half a mile. Okay, good. This was the other thing I was hoping I could go to today. Bison. This is where I saw them the first time. They were closer at another point, but there were bison right here, and I'd like to take a picture. Like to take pictures of bison if possible today. That would be cool. I like bison. Big creatures. I'm not seeing them near the fence today, though. They were last time we were here, but nothing today. Oh, what's that? This is where having binoculars would be super helpful. Yeah, I think that's just a log over there. No bison. Not today, not at this point. And I'm not going to go the whole length to the other one. It's already 8:30. Kind of judging the time that I spent doing this today. It's a nice shaded tree area, though. Any birds around here? starling right there on a branch. Those are everywhere, but they're so pretty. It's a shame they're invasive. I think I've talked about that before. Trail opens next month in April. That's cool. It'd be nice to walk the trails here too. It's actually pretty peaceful, not nearly as airplane noise as I would expect. One-way road for the next 7 miles, drive time 30 to 40 minutes. I wasn't really wanting to do that today. I was thinking of spending another hour. Yeah, okay. Why not? This just became a longer thing. Well, look, I'm not expecting... This was just kind of an excuse to get back to it today and just drive around. And look, I don't have the full camera set up like I did last time. When I came through here, so we just kind of have what we have today, and it'll do. Yeah, just out here looking. I think that's what I'll do. I don't think I'll shoot this whole thing. Is that bison ahead of us? A lot of them out there. Okay, well then there's something here, so. Okay, on the right, that's unfortunate. I can roll that window down a bit. I can't go too far. That lens is dirty. I need to clean that. Yeah, that's quite a herd ahead of us. But I think they're going to be on the right, so we're going to have to tuck this back up. Roll down this window. Keep this thing pointed so you can see out the... Whoop. Not like that. Take some pictures of the bison. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. They must have been split up the last time we came through here. Let's pull right up along. Alright, go off that. Right up here where I can see them out the window. Take some pictures of these ones right here, which you can't really see, so I'll cut it here and you'll just have pictures in a moment. Well, I have no idea if anything is working today now. I've been having some problems with this GoPro, with it giving me SD card error yet again on another new SD card. Is it really the SD card twice in a row? This is a different one. It came up, started saying repairing your file, file repaired. But then it starts immediately and then it crashes, repairing your file repaired. Then it pulls up. Then it goes to here and it says it's fine. And the mic is working. And then I record for 1 second and it shuts off. Is it a battery issue? Is it a camera issue? What's going on? I'm having so much trouble with it, and honestly, I've been considering getting something like this made by DJI, even though I don't want to. I don't really like the company or anything. The products are good, but there's a lot of negative stuff about it, and I just am having this trouble over and over. I have no idea if I've gotten anything today now out of the GoPro, which is where the lav mic is. It sounds better. For now, at least I have a wireless one coming for this, but like, man, that... what a bummer. What a bummer. Alright, well, basically I don't know if I've gotten anything today that I've been recording. I hope so. I've certainly done a couple of long clips, and I hope that everything came out, but if I don't have the lav and there's no way to plug that thing into there, and this thing is on the fritz, is it just because of this? I feel like all the issues I've had have been since I added this additional thing on there, and that definitely hurts it. It seems to me, in my limited knowledge, that is causing some issues. And when I came out and did it before, I definitely did lose a clip, but I noticed it early enough on that I was able to start another one easily enough. Like this attachment with the microphone goes in, it plugs into the battery slot, or to the USB-C slot, and it immediately turns on the camera. So I've had dead batteries because of that specifically, which is not ideal. But I don't know what is causing the issue. I record longer than a second now. It's recording now, but I don't have anything plugged in. The battery's good, so I don't need to worry about that. Let's see what happens when I plug this in. Okay, that's working. If I put you back on the mount, perk you back up so you can see what we're doing. Record now. Seems to be going. I don't know. I hope so. I've done a fair amount of recording over the last hour and a half, and if none of that happened and it's all out this thing with this thing's microphones, I'm not going to be happy about that, that's for sure. At least I have ordered, like I said. I think I said it here and not in some of the other videos, but I did order a wireless mic with the handle and all that to go on there, so hopefully that gives me at least a second option if this thing's going to do this. Maybe that plan to replace this thing with another company that seems to do better than GoPro. I heard GoPro was fine, but I'm having trouble. Anyway, there's a large herd of bison. Really cool. Well, that one's kicking stuff up. I have had zero issues with the DJI camera, so I might. They do make one with the same shape and ability to wear it on the body, like the GoPro, like this one, yeah, like the GoPro. But honestly, if I'm gonna spend the money for another one, and I'm gonna make the decision to do DJI again, it's possible I might just get the newer version of this and just wear that thing then. It has a gimbal, it'll at least do a little bit better for walking around than this one. I don't know. Let's not worry about that today. Let's just look around at wildlife. Nobody coming, back up on the road. Boop. Boop. Okay. It'll be what it'll be. And what it'll be is what we have today. So I'm not going to worry about it. We'll figure it out another point in time. I've certainly been considering purchasing something better, if this is what I'm doing, having another option for that. And if this thing keeps giving me trouble, then I don't know what else to do with it at this point in time besides kick it to the curb. I definitely haven't had nearly as much trouble with it overheating, or, I mean, it's done. Both of them can do 4K 60, which is my preferred method, and neither of them look like spectacular when you compare them. They both look fine, but considering the other cameras that I use, neither of them are on par with that, but that's fine for vlog footage, which is all I'm really doing with it. That's all I would want to use it for, is specifically that. So, bison on the road. Bison near the road. Hello, bison. Oh, look at you. You go ahead. You cross. They are big. They are very large. These other ones, yep. Here's another one. What about the last one? Is the last one going to stay behind? Keep getting that grass, or are you going to go too? Oh. I hope this thing is going. I hope so. I hope the card is working and everything's fine, because that one just stopped. Oh. What about, okay, one more. Go ahead. This is a fun time out. Yeah, they both are going to stop and lick themselves right in the middle of the road. Some impressive horns on them, for sure. Alrighty. There we go. Big bison. Really cool. That was neat. Alright, I'm going to keep doing this drive. If I see anything else, I will turn the recording stuff back on. Hope it's working. Hope this wasn't the first clip today with audio. I'm sure I'll piece together something if necessary, but here's hoping it all works. What fun, what fun. Oh, that's a bluebird. Stop. Come on. Oh, that's multiple of them. Dang it. Oh, man. Figures. It's landing on the road behind me, taunting me. It landed on the do not enter sign because it's a one-way. So I got a picture of one on the sign. There's another one. Bright bluebird. Oh, they're so cool. Hoping they'll go back up ahead of me or right out here, but not seeing it. Yeah, they were on the road, but I think they've gone. I definitely got a shot of it on the sign. It's not perfect. I'm looking for one, like, if I could have managed to get that one in flight, that would have been cool, but I wasn't set up for in-flight settings and the way it was going. Some other big bison right here. Oh yeah, these ones are really big. One of them rolling in the hay. Alright, as I was saying, if I see anything else while I'm doing this, I'll turn the cameras back on. But for now, I'm just going to take the time and enjoy the drive. Bison under the trees over there. There's a lot of them out today. There were not nearly as many last time I came through here. Here's hoping we'll see more bluebirds. I don't know if that was the mountain bluebird. I feel like the mountain bluebird has a more... Hold on. That's why we put this in the car. So I could do this when I get back to it. Maybe. Okay, mountain bluebird sometimes. This one had like a white belly to it though. So they can with a thin bill. Maybe, maybe not. It's definitely blue. I don't see too many. So maybe so. I don't think it was a blue mockingbird. I'm not seeing anything else. Besides, there's the eastern, the western. Okay, it was not the western, but the mountain. And the mountain's what I've been looking for while I live near the mountains. And I think it was a mountain. It looked white. It had a darker head, though. But the eastern and western both have red. So I think we might have just seen a mountain bluebird. I certainly hope so. I've been wanting to get a good shot of that for a while. I still want to get a good shot of that for a while. Just to be clear, I know that one didn't turn out the way I wanted it to because it's on the sign. But hey, if I saw it, I saw it. I'll take it. Alright, I'm going to drive. Okay, that was fun. I hope that all worked as expected. We had some issues, so I don't know how much of the GoPro was recording and doing what it should be, but here's hoping everything worked out great. Saw some cool birds. Hope you enjoyed the photos. This was just, I wouldn't really say impromptu because I knew it was going to happen, but kind of impromptu visit to Rocky Mountain Arsenal to take wildlife photos after dropping my partner off at the airport. Alright, next time, 2 weeks from now, we'll be back out doing video probably. Hopefully I'll have all this sorted out with the camera and the audio set up. Doesn't do me any good if I'm all the way over there and the microphone's back here, though, does it? Gotta stay in line with that. Alright, next week, hopefully that mountain bluebird looked cool. Bison looked cool. Other birds looked cool. It was nice. It was a good time out. I'm glad we did it. Next time, everybody. See you then.